What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daniel Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. Today, we are doing something totally different. It's going to be an experiment. I believe we're going to have JB the Ticket on here, radio host out of Las Vegas, maybe some other guests as well. We are going to be live betting the morning games, so you guys will see. I will let you know if we're going in a certain direction. We'll probably talk. We got lots of time, so we'll probably talk some college football about yesterday, maybe about next week. We'll go ahead and talk about, of course, today's games as they're going. I don't believe I can show any of them or play the sound, but I will let you guys know what game I'm watching and probably have a few different types of games on. So it's going to be something totally different, something exciting, something fun. You guys can comment if you guys want to get in on the show. You guys can go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll get you in on the show there as well. And yeah, this is going to be different. It's going to be long. I'm not Scott Hansen, so I will be taking some breaks. But yeah, this is just gonna be kind of an experiment. Hopefully it's not um boring at all. Hopefully it's exciting all the way through. So without further ado, let's get it on. We've got the morning game starting here. And let me know what you guys are watching, and I'll go ahead and watch some of that with you as well. I am still going to be doing some setup stuff because obviously all of this is new to me. So you'll probably see me moving around a little bit here, trying to get multiple games on. But yeah, so here we go, and let's get some stuff. First of all, let's talk about some of the games that we like this morning. The one I love this morning is the Jaguars game. I cannot wait to see this kid play, Travis Hunter. I think he's generational talent. I think he is Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. Every every century you get a few generational talents. And I don't necessarily mean the guys that put up the most stats, the guys who uh are best at everything. And I will also be texting a little bit here on the stream as well. Let me go ahead and turn my volume off though, so it doesn't bother you guys. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I was saying, it doesn't necessarily mean the statistics and all that, but there's just certain guys that have a different body type, and this Travis Hunter guy, which I am gonna turn this game on right now. That's gonna be the first game that I watch here. This Travis Hunter guy, I don't, man, I can't believe this, but I'm getting NFL spam. Now, hopefully, I'm gonna play this, and hopefully, it doesn't go through my speakers here.
Jags did win the toss. Wanted the football. Trevor Lawrence wanted to
So I'll definitely have to check that out because I do not want to avoid any copy copyright laws or anything by playing any sound or anything. But again, we are going to be live betting these games. Um, but yeah, it's not about stats or anything like that. You just have these special body types that you just don't get, right? Michael Phelps was one because he just had the perfect swimmer's body, right? Uh, Michael Johnson, the runner in the Olympics. So what do we get? And then all these different, Bo Jackson was one. I mean, there's 3 or 4. Deion Sanders was one. He could play multiple sports. There's just 3 or 4 guys that their body of just whatever it is about how they were made as a human is just on a different level from everyone else. And there's only 4 or 5 of these guys every century, every 100 years. And I think Travis Hunter is one of those guys. Uh, does that ma- mean he's gonna be the greatest? I don't know,
Good
but
call offside.
uh,
Something Lawrence
I mean, if
could
he
do.
stays healthy, I mean,
Off and running for
he's
the
gonna be
first time
unbelievable in this
De'Ami
league, I
Brown.
believe. So the Jaguars are my pick of the day today.
De'Ami Brown just coming across. He's been the gadget guy in the preseason.
I think Travis Hunter is going to just make them so dynamic. I don't think people really understand what they've done with this pick. I don't think people really understand.
Time as a head coach, back up inside his own 40 on a fourth down gamble. He said he was aggressive by nature.
Let me go ahead and
To ETN.
check out my YouTube real quick. I just want to make sure I'm not playing any. I have the sound in my headphones, but I want to make sure it doesn't play on the YouTube because I do not
Alex Moore,
want the NFL after me.
referee, fourth season as a league official, and
as you can tell, I just got home last night pretty late, so my voice is not all there right now.
And he said, "Man, I've got a great kicker. I've got this. I've got that."
So,
but I mean, from your own 37-yard line, that's a little too rich for my blood. I'll tell you that right now.
Here we go. Let's see what I can hear.
Confidence in your football team.
That's a little too rich. Lawrence with a quick toss and it's dropped.
So yeah, you guys can hear this, so I'm gonna have to mute this. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Hopefully the NFL doesn't come after me for that little bit amount of sound. If the NFL's watching, I apologize. It was not intentional. If I get a letter to take my thing down, then I guess I do. But yeah, right now we are gonna be live betting. Right now it's trying to get some more games on here. But who do we got? Is that Travis Hunter right there? So we were just talking about Travis Hunter. And there it is. There's his first catch of all. And yeah, dude, he looks so let me watch this route right here. I mean, he looks I mean, nothing too special about that route, but wasn't an amateur route. I mean, that it did the job. That's offsides Carolina. Free play, and the Jags are going down the field. This was my game. This was my best game of the week. So let's see if I can get another. Let's see if we can get another game on here. The other game I want to watch here is the Raiders. All right, get my iPad over here. Let me see if I can get this on here. Okay. Yeah, this Raiders game has me very interested. We have Pete Carroll, man. I think he's gonna do a tremendous job. Let me know what you guys think about Pete Carroll, but I think he's gonna do an unbelievable job this year. All right, let's do. The cool thing about YouTube is you can make these little multi windows here, and you can create your own. So let's add that one. That one has me curious. All right, so we get a few. Make sure not to show any NFL action. I don't want to. I don't want the NFL after me. I don't know what the rules are. If anybody knows the rules on all that, whether or not, yeah, I guess I can take these headphones off now. If anybody knows the rules on the NFL, whether or not you can, whether or not you're allowed to show a little bit, or I don't think you can. I've seen like the Dave Portnoy podcast where they get a group of people together and watch the game together, and you never see anything. See, the Raiders are up 7-0. That was another game I loved today. Was the Raiders? They, I'm just not bought into this Patriots team that everybody's. I don't know why Vegas seems to like this Patriots team, but I mean, obviously the Patriots were favored today. I want to see how this touchdown happened because I didn't get it on. Okay, 26-yard passing touchdown by Geno Smith. I like Geno Smith. Watching this right now, I mean, the Raiders defense is looking solid so far. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not sold on I'm just not sold on this Patriots team whatsoever. I know they'll probably build something up over the next few years, and it will probably turn out to be a good team. But year one with Mike Vrabel, I mean, he wasn't that good with Tennessee year one. It took him a few years there, and I feel like he inherited a much better Tennessee team than this Patriots team. I mean, this Patriots team's pretty bottom of the barrel in my opinion, for overall talent. So I don't understand this. I think the Raiders were so much more talented coming into this game. I think Pete Carroll. I know Pete Carroll is a better coach than Mike Vrabel. He's won a Super Bowl, 2 maybe. He's been to 2 or 3. He's won a national championship. He's a winner everywhere he goes. Love Pete Carroll's positive attitude and the way not many people, people always talk about building this culture, right? You look at um the Bills and they kind of have a culture and the Chiefs have kind of a culture and stuff like that. But nobody really there's never been a coach that really builds a culture like Pete Carroll. He actually builds a real culture of guys. And and that's just a skill not many people can do in business or otherwise. So, watching this Jaguars Trevor Lawrence just got sacked and watching this is the year for Trevor Lawrence. We're going to find out if he is good or not. I mean, now that he has Travis Hunter and he's got ETA, Trevor Lawrence is everything you need right now to succeed. And I know Travis Hunter's a rookie, but we saw what Jamar Chase did in his rookie year. And yes, I am comparing Travis Hunter to Jamar Chase. He's not as polished of a receiver for sure, but just talent wise, like I said, I mean, Travis Hunter is a once in a century kind of build, kind of just I mean, the dude's never gonna be tired. Um, and in fact, is that Hunter again? That's Travis Hunter again. I mean, that was a phenomenal play. Just caught it between 3 dudes, okay? I'm telling you, people that passed on Travis Hunter, man, they are going to regret it. This is a once in a century type of talent. Um, is it going to take him a little longer as a receiver? Yeah, I mean, he's not polished like some of these other receivers for sure. But his talent, the talent inside that guy's body, he's like a Bo Jackson, man. He's like a Deion Sanders. The talent of this guy, I mean, he will pick up quick and he is just going to be unbelievable. I'm telling you, Travis Hunter is coming, and that dude is that dude, and it's no joke. So, going back to Travis Lawrence or Trevor Lawrence, I'm telling you, this guy has to prove it this year. Otherwise, you've got to draft another quarterback, especially if the Jags somehow have a bad season. Um, you know, and you're drafting high for whatever reason, you've got to get a quarterback because if if Travis Lawrence doesn't prove it this year, if they're not a playoff team this year, he's not that guy. I'm sorry. This is his final chance, in my opinion. Other than that, he goes to the backup. And maybe he has a Baker Mayfield type of career where he bounces around a little bit and then comes back strong. I don't know, but um Travis Hunter has got I mean, Trevor Lawrence has got to do it this year. He's got to do it this year. He has the weapons. And now with Travis Hunter, I'm telling you, this dude is a monster. And we're gonna see that. Another team, Browns getting I believe their first offensive drive right here, maybe their second. Uh I could see the Browns beating the Bengals today. We'll see. So far, we haven't put any live bets in yet, but I could see the Browns um, winning this game. I think the Browns are the second most talented team in that division. In fact, I think the Browns are the most talented team in the division. Yes, I think the Browns are more talented than the Bengals and the Ravens. Um, they just don't have the quarterback. They don't have the quarterback, but the overall talent is better. So they're gonna win games that people aren't gonna think they're gonna win games just based on their talent alone. Um, they have a squad. They have a two-time NFL Coach of the Year. I love Kevin Stefanski. Um, I root for the guy. I wish he had a quarterback to really see what he could really get done in this league because, um, you know, I'm afraid he does get fired eventually here on the Browns in the next couple of years, but it won't be his fault. It's going to be because he doesn't have a quarterback. If this guy can get a quarterback, then and maybe Dylan Gabriel's that guy. We're going to have to see. We'll see how this quarterback thing plays out with the Browns this year, but I totally believe in Dylan Gabriel. We'll see if that guy ends up being the dude. And so yeah, I mean, like I said, we're hoping to get the radio host on from Vegas, JB the Ticket. He is, I believe he's working right now, doing something. So, but he did say he would probably try to drop by here in the next hour or so. Like I said, I'm not Chris. Um, whatever that guy is, the 8 hours of football. I will have breaks. I will have to check on my puppy. Steelers are up 7-3. That's another game I really liked here. Aaron Rodgers, what was that, about a 20-yard touchdown pass? So yeah, I mean this Jets team is a joke. They've always been a joke. Um, I don't know why people thought they were gonna be good with Aaron Rodgers. They didn't have a good roster. So even if Rodgers was good, he wouldn't have been good because they didn't have a good roster. Again, guys, if you guys want to make any comments, I got the comment section up here. If you guys want to join, let me know. I'll send you a link. Hit me up on Instagram, and I will send you a link to the podcast. We're just watching the games, looking for a shot to jump on some live bets here, and doing something different and checking this out. Raiders are up 7-0. They are driving down the field at the 37-yard line on their side, or yeah, their side. So we just got all the games on, flipping back and forth, and yeah, I mean, right now the action just kind of died out for all these games right now. What games are you guys watching? Let me check the score for some of the games I don't have right now. I have 5 games up. Um, Trying to set it up to where I get all of the games set up, but I don't have that set up yet. Looks like the Falcons are up on the Bengals. I mean the Buccaneers 7-0. That's kind of a surprise. But then they do have let's see. My guy's playing right, Penix Jr. Man, I'm telling you, I thought he was drafted way too low. I think this guy is going to be a really good player in the NFL. So, uh, excited to see what he can do. So, Penix 50-yard touchdown to Bijan Robinson. All right. So, what else do we have here? Cardinals are in the red zone right now. I should have that game on. My brother's going to kill me for not having the Cardinals on. We might be able to get my brother on here too. Commanders right now, we're in the red zone here. That is on commercial because I do have that game on and I'm not seeing it. So, um, man, this Panthers team's looks like they just got a first down, but they're going to be the bottom feeders this year. I'm not seeing. Man, I just spilled that all over me. I don't see the Bryce Young being good. He's talking about him right now, drafted number 1 overall, 2-14 his rookie season. I'm just it's not that I don't root for the guy. I root for everyone. I never want to see anybody fail. I'm not that type of guy. But I mean, as a GM, I would have given up on Bryce Young already. I just would have. I mean, I think you guys probably agree with me on that one. Um, oh, I see the delay now. We had a serious injury. It looks like in this Giants Reds, yeah, Commanders game. To me, I have a hard time not saying Redskins, but so it looks like the Giants players is being carted off. So prayers for that guy. Hate seeing big injuries. It's it's part of the game nobody likes to see, but it's just that type of game. I am gonna take a quick break here in just a second. They hiked the ball to Bryce Young, and it he's so short. It came up to like his belly, so to catch it, he like jumped up in the air. Oh no, I guess it did come up to his helmet. Sorry. It- he jumped up to catch it. I don't know. There's just something funny about that. I'm short, so I shouldn't say anything. But that's pretty hilarious. No one else would have jumped to catch that hike. Um, but yeah, I've never been sold on Bryce Young. I mean, oh my gosh, that was just such an ugly throw by him. It's because and it's not because his form was off necessarily or anything in that throw. Um, he's just so short that he had to he just had to. I don't know. It his height was definitely affected on that throw, and it was totally missed throw. I don't know why the Panthers are sticking with this guy for so long. I really don't. All right, Redskins touchdown. 6-0 Redskins. All right. Nice little pass. Dude, Jaden Daniels is a stud, man. He really is. He really is. I think I am going to switch one of these games to get the Cardinals here. Um Cardinals are up 3-0. And my internet, because I am doing the games and I don't have my doing everything off Wi-Fi at the moment, um, my screen may go in and out. Might not be the best production of all time right now, but we are gonna work on that here in coming weeks. We are gonna get this better and better and better, and we'll get more games on. Nice pass by Bryce Young. Give him credit where credit's due. Falling down, big first down for the Panthers here. And pretty good route by McMillan. That's just a route that I just wish more NFL teams would use. It's almost unstoppable. Again, like I said, I mean I can't play the sound. I can't show you guys any of the games, but huge touchdown pass by the Jets. Let's see. I think they might. Yeah. Garrett Wilson, dude, that guy's such a good receiver. I wish he was on a better. I wish he had a better quarterback. So it's going to be 10-7 now. Jets over the Steelers. I'm going to take a quick break here, and I will be right back. I am going to check on my doggy. By the way, I'm going to show you guys my dog. If she's still in here. We'll see here. Let's get one of these up here. Okay, I will be back in just a minute, guys. So this is the doggy. You guys will see her this year probably a few times. This is Nita Bear. Wave to the people, Nita Bear. I just found her in a spot I'd never seen her sleeping before. But she's a beautiful little doggy. Yeah. And all right. So I don't know if you guys have any dogs, but he's a good girl. I'm gonna go take care of this one. I'll be right back in just a minute. And we will keep the show going here. So give me 1 second, guys. All right. Man, these games are pretty slow moving today, it looks like. Sorry, guys. I had to turn on the air conditioner and let my doggy out. It is. Oh, it is heating up. Yeah, Patriots in red zone, it looks like right now. Browns in red zone. I'll tell you, man, this is a good one right now. If you could take the Browns right now, let's see what we have here for the Browns right now. Let's check this out here. Checking out BetMGM here. Oh, the Browns did score. Colts up 9-0 on the Dolphins. That's kind of surprising, man. I don't understand this lack of faith in the Dolphins. I think they're gonna do all right this year. Okay, they'll run up the middle. A run off the right tackle. A touchdown for the Browns. Just trying to see if there's anything we can jump on right now. You know, right now you can get the Buccaneers, man, plus 165. They have a tendency to just let bad teams get on them. I mean, again, Penix Jr., I like the guy, but I don't know that the Falcons are a great team at this moment for him. Plus 180 for the Buccaneers to come back and win that game. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, see that, and here's the thing, like, you know, Vegas is quickly wising up to what I've been saying here about the Browns. You know, the Bengals were 5.5 point favorites to start the game. It's tied up, and now they're 3.5 point favorites. Um, you know, this Browns roster is better, right? They just don't have the quarterback, and but they do have a great coach. He missed his hole. Okay, we might just see if we can get some different games on here. I mean, let's face it, I'd like to watch the Cardinals, but at the same time, Saints Cardinals, uh the Cardinals can't beat the Saints, they're gonna have issues this year. They can't win this week one game here. Uh you know, right now you can get the Cardinals minus 3.5 at plus 100. That's a pretty darn good bet right there. See what we got. 3rd and goal for this Patriots team here. Drake May. You know, uh, is it? Are you guys sold on Drake May? I'm not. I'm not sold on him. I'm just not sold on the guy. All right, 3rd and goal here for the Patriots. Let's see what happens here. Touchdown. Fit it in there. What a route by Douglas. just kept the inside, boxed him out. Demario Douglas for the touchdown. Yeah, that was just great defense, but a better route by the receiver. Just kind of stay inside. Oh, that was actually a really good throw by Drake May there. Basically, kind of threw him open there. If Levin had been looking for the ball, he could have got his hand in there, but so we got 7-7 now. Raiders, Patriots. You know, again, I'm still sold on Raiders winning this game. So right now you can get, looks like the Saints scored a touchdown on the Cardinals. Let's see how that happened. Alvin Kamara, 18-yard rushing touchdown. Okay, that makes sense. What do you guys think about these Saints quarterbacks? Right, we've got Rattler, Spencer Rattler, and then Slow or Sloth or however you say that guy's name. I think a lot of people think Tyler Slow or however you say his name is gonna take over eventually, but right now, obviously Spencer Rattler is ahead of him in just an experience and things like that. Honestly, I don't think either of them are the answer. I do like Spencer Rattler though. I really liked him in college, but again, he's just kind of too short for the NFL. I mean, that's the same problem Bryce Young has, man. And I mean, I know Kyler Murray's, making it work. Um, but Murray's got and again, I mean, how much is Kyler Murray making it work though? Right? Um, how much longer do the Cardinals keep faith in Kyler Murray? I mean, if he has a bad year this year, he's another one it's gonna be time to move on from. So it's I think Drew Brees gave a lot of NFL GMs false hope that these smaller guys can be good, but even Drew Brees was bigger than these guys. So it's like, it's I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't know. I'm just a firm believer um in managing and I've managed a lot of things and when it comes to management, I'm just a firm believer that the second you see something's not going to work, intercepted Jags. The second you see something's not going to work, um, you cut the limb off the tree, and you don't sit around and hold on to Bryce Young year after year after year. I mean, who just threw a pick. Wasn't really his fault. The receiver like bounced the. Well, let me look at it again. Let's see how much of it was his fault. Oh yeah, no, 100% that was his fault. Never mind. So eh, the guy, the guy cut off the receiver. He threw it right to the defensive player who should have easily caught it for probably a pick six. But he plays defense for a reason. He bounced the ball up in the air, and the guy behind him, the safety or whatever, caught the ball. But it should have just been like a pick six right to the defender. 100% Kyler Murray's fault. I mean, Bryce Young's fault. My apologies to Kyler Murray. They're reviewing it to see because it was close here. But it does look like, yeah, does look like a clean interception there. Yeah, so like I was just talking about him. I don't know how long you hold on to this. I don't understand why they haven't tried to move on, you know, from him. And again, when it comes to management, I'm the type of guy. Year one, you could see you made a mistake. Year one, they were 2-14. Not that great quarterbacks don't have bad year ones, right? Troy Aikman was horrible his first year. Peyton Manning was horrible his first year, right? I think he had the most interceptions by a rookie ever. I think both of those guys had the most interceptions by a rookie ever. I think of Troy Aikman, and then I think Peyton Manning broke his record. Um, but you could clearly see with Bryce Young, it wasn't that they went 2-14. You could see this guy just was not going to be built for the NFL. His height, the way he maneuver, like you could just see it wasn't gonna be there, you know. And I know people, and this is the problem that I think most people in management positions have is admitting that they made a mistake. I remember I made a mistake one time. I hired this girl and I literally fired her on day one. And then she started sending me all these messages about how I was a bad manager and all this stuff, but then she wanted her job back. It got to a point I had to block her phone. She found somebody else's phone, was messaging me on that phone. I had to block that one. She found a third person's phone. I had to block 3 phones from this lady. Um, Clearly I made the right choice, right? The lady was psycho. Clearly, I made the right choice. I could see from day one she was putting blame on everyone except for herself, the owner. She was even blaming. Why would you ever blame an owner for something? Um, she was just, and I tried to tell her it's not a big deal if you made a mistake, you know. And she just kept trying to find reasons and things to blame it on anything and anyone except for herself. And I was like, "It's fine. It's not a big deal if you make a mistake. It's your first day." But it was clear when I saw her doing the blamed game from day one, it was clear I had to get rid of this lady. And boom, she turned into a psychopath right away, right? Nonstop texting me, harassing me. Um, and so I'm a believer. If you see it in day one and you see this person just isn't a fit, you just fine, you know, it's not embarrassing to tell the other employees that you made a mistake and fire somebody the first day or the first few weeks or whatever, right? In fact, the employees will respect you for it because they know, okay, this guy's not going to give me some lousy teammate, right? He's not going to give me some lousy um, person to work with, you know. He's not going to sit around and, you know, and there was other people that I worked with for a long time and they got better. And that's one thing. If you see that the person is able to get better and they're just new and inexperienced, that's one thing. But if you clearly see that this person is not going to work, there's no reason to keep that person around. And again, it's not that Bryce Young went 2-14 his first year. That has nothing to do with it. What it has to do with is you could clearly see he was not a starting quarterback in the NFL. You could see it, right? He had 16 games or whatever. Um, it's not like he gave him 5 games and said, "Okay, whatever." No, you could clearly see, you know, there wasn't an improvement. He wasn't. I mean, you had all of training camp to work with the guy. You had all season to work with the guy. You saw what other defenses could do to him. You know, you saw how he was affected by his height. You could see everything. They should have gone that 2-14 season and said, "Hey, we made a mistake. We're gonna draft a number one quarterback again." And that's what they should have done. After season one, they should have given up on Bryce Young. And now here they are 4 or 5 years later, and they're still holding on to this guy. And I don't understand. Right? There's 20 backups in this league better than Bryce Young. I I don't get it. Um and it's it has to be frustrating if you're actually a Panthers fan. I'm not. Obviously everybody knows if you watch this podcast, I am a Bills fan. Um nice job, Trevor Lawrence. Um and that's I mean, we're talking about this decisiveness right here. Trevor Lawrence immediately saw he could get a first down and he ran for it. Um and but yeah, I just don't understand why the Panthers are holding on to this guy. Um I don't know who their backup is. Cardinals are up now. They scored a touchdown. But I don't know why they are um why they're holding on to this guy. I just don't get it. Colts 17-0 over the Dolphins. That is super surprising to me. Um let's see here. Let me just and it's Danny Dimes, right? It's Danny Dimes for the Colts. Yeah, Daniel Jones resurrecting himself, it looks like a little bit here. He's 10 of 12, 83%, 150 yards, 12 and a half average, one touchdown, been sacked once for 10 yards. Quarterback rating 146.5 right now for Daniel Jones. Um so yeah, the GM's looking good right now, choosing him over Richardson. All right, now we got the Jets 10 or 16 to the Steelers 10 here. Um, you know, I was a little surprised to see the Steelers going after Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be an interesting experiment. What do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers? Like, do you think this is going to work out for him this year? You know, is he just done? So yeah, Jags get a touchdown off of the Bryce Young interception, which honestly should have been a pick six, but the guy bounced it up in the air and then linebacker or whatever dove in and caught it before it hit the ground. But yeah, um, Tua trash right now. One interception. You can always count on him for an interception. Tua trash. That's another guy. Talking about guys that are just being held on to way too long. Um, you know, McDaniel's, you know, pinned himself to oh, that was a nasty special teams hit by the Redskins. Um or Commanders, whatever. um but yeah, I mean, he's another guy. I don't know why, they've held on to Tua trash for so long. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. He's one of those guys, you have these teams, man, where it's like Tua's different than Bryce Young because um Tua is somewhat of a good quarterback, right? He's kind of that good enough quarterback where it's like um he keeps you on the verge of the playoffs. You might even make a playoff game with him. So you're not getting a high draft pick, but you know you're never winning a Super Bowl with this guy. You know he's a placeholder, but he's good enough, right? And it's like, well, I can't pick up a free agent that's quarterback that's better than him. Um, you know what I mean? There's no real backups out there that are better than Tua. But man, I would love to draft one of these other guys, like like a Jaden Daniels or something. Like I would love to have a top 5 pick and replace Tua, right? But I can't, they're kind of stuck in this limbo thing with Tua, It's almost where it's like, you got to make a decision. You know what, guys? We're going with this backup instead of Tua this year, and you kind of tank and then you replace Tua. I mean, that's basically what you have to do, because you know, it's I feel like that's the worst thing as a fan right now. And I talked to my brother about Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. I feel the same thing about Kyler Murray. You know, who are you going to get that's better? Because you're not going to be a bad enough team to draft, one of these top quarterbacks. So maybe, maybe there's one that falls for whatever reason. Maybe you have something there, right? But, right, like Jim Kelly fell back in the day. That was for a lot of reasons, um, but yeah, maybe you get one of those rare opportunities, right? But typically it's like, who are you gonna replace that's to a trash or Kyler Murray with, right? Who are you gonna replace him with? Well, there's not really anybody to replace him with. But, then again, um, you also don't want them to be your quarterback anymore. Right? It's like, even if you were to make a playoff game, it's like, okay, yeah, we might make a playoff game, but we're gonna lose the first game every year. Like, um, you know, maybe we win one playoff game, but I mean, more than likely you're not making a Super Bowl, right, or anything like that. So, you're kind of stuck. I almost feel that's the worst. That's almost worse than just being bad, right? And then you have the Panthers, whose quarterback is so bad, but for some reason people have faith in him because he was the number 1 pick or something. I don't know. Um, and he's not good enough. And your team still won't draft a new quarterback, man. I mean, the Panthers are becoming the Browns, I mean, kind of, with just poor management, right? I mean, there was no reason to give Bryce Young more than a 1-year chance. And then if you listen to my previous comments, and then for him now to still be there 4 or 5 years into the league, and then constantly drafting at the top and not replacing the guy. Like, I just don't understand. There's no reason that they should still be holding on to Bryce Young. There's just no reason at all for this. Um, it's an embarrassment, right? It's really bad management. Really bad. And again, if you can't admit to a mistake as a manager, as the guy at the top, and say, clearly we made a mistake, we've got to replace this guy. How do you expect the rest of your coaches and then your team, how do you expect those guys to not, you know, play the blame game, right? How do you expect them to not admit to their mistakes, right? When the guy at the top won't admit to his mistakes, you know, you expect the guy that missed the tackle to go, "Oh yeah, yeah, I was the one that missed the tackle." No, he's gonna be like, "Nah, it wasn't my fault. I was supposed to be here. This guy was supposed to be here, but that guy was supposed to be there. This guy was gonna be. No, what are you talking about? I was supposed, you know." And then you have all this, you know, if you don't set the example from leadership at the beginning to say, "Look, we made a mistake on this guy. I'm willing to admit to it." And that trickles down to other people that says, "Okay, the GM's willing to admit he made a mistake. He's willing to get us a better quarterback. He's willing to do these things. So when I make a mistake, I will also be willing to say, I missed my assignment. I did this, I did that, right?" But if you don't set that from the top, it's not going to be at the bottom. And that's where this bad management, holding on to Bryce Harper, is cancerous for that football team. And everybody knows, right? When you know your starter, there's 20 backups in the league better than your starter, and they're holding on to him because he was the number one draft pick. It sets such a bad tone, right? Nobody wants to be with bad employees. Okay? Nobody wants that. So it's just, I hate to keep, ramming on him, but it's really a general manager issue right now. And and again, Mike McDaniels, I mean, I think he's a pretty, he's obviously an innovator. I think he's a pretty good coach and everything, but I mean, he hitched his wagon to Tua, um, and just probably wasn't the best thing to do. Probably wasn't the best thing to do. I don't know why my screen here is not doing full screen. I've been trying to figure it out, but mess with this for a second here, but I just don't know um what happened. I did a podcast recently with a whole bunch of different guys, and I don't know if that somehow messed this screen up, but um just trying to see if there is a way to fix this. Um, yeah, I'm just not sure. Because when I go into my camera, it does show, and even at the bottom here, it does show. But for some reason on this part, it's not showing me the full screen of everything, and I'm not sure exactly why. Bengals in the red zone, Buccaneers touchdown, so they're coming back to win. They're going to be up 10-7 here. 10-3 Jags. Okay. See where we're at here right now. Travis Hunter, 4 catches, 22 yards right now. So they're just working him in nice and easy, some short stuff, but um, he is going to be good. It looks like the Jags got delayed for weather. So let's click on, let's see what game. Let's watch why the Dolphins are so bad today. There's Mike McDaniels. He is just looking lost today. Down 17-0. Was not expecting that at all today from them. Steelers are plus 5.5 right now. You can get them 210 to come back and win this game. I kind of like that. What do you guys think about that? Raiders 125 to win right now, plus 125. Again, the confidence in the Patriots, I don't get it. Browns plus 300 to win, or plus 6.5 at plus 100 right now. All good choices again. Let's see what we have here. Jags are up to minus 7.5. At minus 110 here. Not a lot of good ones right now. Plus 5.5 with the Steelers. I mean, that looks good. Or plus 210 for them to come back and win this. And minus 5.5. I still like that with the Cardinals and the Saints. Then again, I don't know, man. The Cardinals are such a cardiac Cardinals, as they call them, right? They're gonna win. They're gonna win by 3, right? A field goal at the end or something. Daniel Jones in the pocket. Oh, man, he just threw a pick and the guy dropped it. Threw it right to the Dolphins players and he dropped it. Daniel Jones should have had a pick right there. Should definitely have had a pick right there. He got away with one on that one. Looks like he's had a pretty good game, but that was not a good pass for Danny Dimes. Great pass. That looks like he's out of bounds. So, not. If he lowered that ball a little bit, he might have had a sweet sideline catch, but he threw that ball way up high. Yeah, he didn't even get 1 foot in bounds. So we got a Dolphins player being carted off, number 36. Where's that? 38. No, it's 36. Oh, offsides on the Dolphins, free play. And they get a first down. Pittman Jr. I'll tell you, man, Danny Dimes, it's not looking too terrible on this Colts team. He's not looking too terrible on this Colts team. You got a 4th and 1 here. Patriots gonna go for it. And I bet they get stuffed. Oh no, they're trying to draw him off sides, it looks like. See if he still goes for it. Oh man. That Browns offensive line just got blown up. I mean, these games are kind of stalling out a little bit here. See if we can get JB the ticket on here soon. Now, let's talk about my Buffalo Bills tonight, man. Bills Ravens. I am worried about this Bills game, man. I think we lose. I think the Bills lose this game tonight. We do have a bunch of injuries in our secondary. But I mean, still, I mean, I think Buffalo's probably going to start 5-1. They're probably going to lose this game, and then they have some pretty weak competition the next, 5 games after this game. So, um, but yeah, I mean, I didn't like some of the things I saw in preseason. Maybe they just weren't, I know they didn't show hardly anything. Hard Knocks did a good job not to show anything. By the way, I watched a few of the Hard Knocks, whether it was a few episodes or all the way through. Um, besides the NFC North one that they did in season last year, had those teams been good, that would have been so much better. But even having said that, um, I think doing that is like a league of its own right there for Hard Knocks. But let's take that one out of the equation because that's kind of different than the training camp ones. If you go back to the training camp ones, um, I think by far the best one that they ever did was the Jets one, right? Rex Ryan and all those guys. I think that was the best Hard Knocks that they ever did. Even some of those Browns ones. I know that there's been claims that even in the playoffs that people have seen things in Hard Knocks and they've used it against the team to win. And so, Hard Knocks, they don't show nearly as much of the action or, pretty much anything anymore now because teams just do not want to give anything out. But some of those earlier ones, they did show a little bit more stuff. And so they were better and they did have an advantage there. But I think that, because even the Browns ones were pretty good back then. I feel like they're kind of getting worse and worse because teams are allowing less and less access. But I think the Jets one was probably the best. And I tell you, if I wasn't a Bills fan, man, this was the most boring Hard Knocks. I feel like I had a hard time watching it, even as a Bills fan. Like it was pretty bad. It was pretty boring as a Hard Knocks. Uh, I just don't. Yeah, it was not. You know, and tell me which ones you guys think were the best. But man, these Hard Knocks, man, they were pretty bad. The Spills one, the Spills one um was pretty slow. It was pretty boring. Um, I'd say probably the highlight, which was even not that exciting necessarily, but was Dion Dawkins, right, doing the drifting in the cars. Um, that was pretty cool. Kind of dangerous stuff there, you know. Can't be that good on the back, you know what I mean, as a big guy like that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. But other than that, like I don't know, if you're not a Bills fan, I almost feel that this Bills Hard Knocks was almost unwatchable. It was it was pretty boring, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say about that, but yeah, these I'm looking forward to more the Hard Knocks in season, like doing a division, because that was cool. I mean, it kind of stunk because you know at that time the AFC North wasn't very good, and pretty much all the Hard Knocks games they all got blown out. Oh, but but yeah. This gives us a little opportunity here if the Patriots hit this field goal. All right, Patriots go up 3. Gives us a little in-game opportunity to take the Raiders now. Um, yeah, so you can get the Raiders plus 150 right now. I like that a lot. That's a worthy bet right here. Man, this Dolphins team, I don't know what's with them, but they look like they came into this year just not even caring. I think they just had enough, dude. I think they've had enough of Tua trash, man. I think his teammates have just had enough. I think they just don't care. I mean, I thought the Dolphins were still going to have a good year this year, but I mean, the way they're playing in this Week 1 game, they're showing Peyton Manning over there, but the way they're playing in this Week 1 game, I just they just don't look like they give a shit at all. They just like, "You know what? Can we just lose so we can get rid of Mike Daniels and Tua trash and get us a quarterback?" You know, I think they like Mac McDaniels, but I mean, those guys, where one goes, the other one goes, you know. If give me a bet, Joe Perez, the Raiders right now plus 150, Joe Perez in game. Um, if you want to come on, let me know. Need a solid live win, yeah. In game, I'm right now at the moment. I'm liking the Raiders plus 150 to come back and win this game. Um, the Steelers, there was better odds on them to win a minute ago, but they scored a touchdown. So, but you can still get them minus 105 money line. That's pretty good. Come back and win. And had the Jaguars this morning, but there's no money on taking them right now. But yeah, Raiders, Joe, your Raiders. You know, I'm not sold on this Patriots team coming back. Let me know that you can hear me, because that is one thing I didn't check was my mic. I think I did check it, but Raiders. Oh, Raiders with the long return to the 35. 1st and 10. There we go. Yeah, Raiders all day. Yep, maybe do a parlay, Raiders and Steelers. Raiders just went down to plus 140. Just lost a dime on that kick return. Cool. Yeah, let me know if you want to come on, Joe. I'll send you the link. I think that I got the radio host is going to come on soon from Las Vegas. Bills tonight. I like to, I was just talking about the Bills. I don't, I'm so scared, man. I think the Ravens tonight. I really do. I think the Ravens tonight. The Bills have secondary issues. They've got a bunch of injuries, and I'm really worried. I still think the Bills start out 5-1, Joe, but I think they lose this first game, and then we have a bunch of weak teams the next 5 weeks. So, okay, yeah, I'll send you a link right now to your email. Late games, I kind of like the Broncos, a little bit, but I don't like that the spread is so high. I'm loving the Texans over the Rams. I think the Rams are not going to have a good year this year. So we'll see. That's kind of a hot take right there, but afternoon games you'll come on. I'm going to just do the morning games for the podcast, so but I don't know what you're doing. We're going to go watch the Bills game somewhere if you want to come by. Manny will be there, and we got DD, so hit me up, and I'll let you know where we're going tonight. Gonna go watch the Bills game somewhere. Maybe Sedona, Arizona. Since people don't know where I'm at, so thought I'd throw in Arizona. But yeah, Sedona maybe. Maybe PJ's or something. I don't know. He likes to go to Cottonwood, but I hate Cottonwood. You're in Phoenix working? Okay. Alrighty, Joe. But yeah. Who do you like? Who do you like tonight? Who's your pick? You got any live games, or do you got any night games? You going with Bills? You going with Ravens? Ravens. Joe Perez says Ravens. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, though, it is in Buffalo. It is the home opener. The crowd's gonna be wild, but and you still got Josh Allen. So, yeah. You like Falcons, okay? Falcons right now. Penix is my guy. I just don't know that his team is ready right now. That's the thing about them. I like the Buccaneers. I just because their overall team is better. But from day one I've said Penix should have been the first guy drafted that year. I'm a huge Penix fan. And but they have to build a team. They have to build some depth around him. They have to, it's like slapping him on the Panthers right now. It's not going to do a lot of good. Even, you know what I mean? Send you the link. Okay, I didn't send it to you yet. I I thought you were saying later. I'll send it to you right now. Oh, here we go. Just gonna email it to you. If anybody else wants to come on, let me know. I can email you guys a link. You can come in and talk about your team. Let's see what your email is, Joe. There we go. Is it Bull Perez? I think that's the one. Okay. I got this stupid spammer guy coming back. I don't know what his deal is. Wish we could get one of these guys on the podcast. All right. I sent the link. Should be in your email any second. Get Joe on here. Everybody loves Joe. Kyler Murray, touchdown. Cardinals up 17-10. Danny Dimes throwing dimes all over this Dolphins team. Jeez. Guess these are the first half highlights here. Michael Pittman Jr. See, is that a Jaguars game still in a rain delay? That's I gotta watch my boy Travis Hunter, man. Still in a rain delay. That is unfortunate. All right, let's watch some of this Cardinals game because my brother. Oh, are they just going to halftime right now? My brother's gonna be like, "You didn't watch any of the Cardinals game?" Yeah, it's halftime. Well, let's get a game that's not on halftime right now. Halftime. Joe's coming on here in a second, I think. Basically, everything's at halftime or about to go on halftime. Let's watch the rest of this Raiders half. He's probably waiting to come on. He's probably waiting for this Raiders half to end here. Smith Park. Oh, they didn't stop the clock on that one, Joe. Oh, that's your email. Love and Mo. Oh, shoot. I sent it to the wrong one. Okay. Bull Perez is going to be like, what in the world? Send it right. What's going on here? Let's try this again. The Love and There we go. All right, Joe. I sent it again. Plus 180 for the Raiders. I think I'm going to have to hop on this. Oh, it went down to plus 150 just like that. Must have been a pass right here. There we go.
Gino for the run for the first down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In here.
All right, look.
That's the thing
I'm not gonna lie.
I hate about
This is what
YouTube, man. Instead of like regular TV, man, the sportsbooks have a little advantage now
Yeah, yep, agreed.
because we're all trying to watch this stuff plugged in or even on Wi-Fi or whatever, and they're like half a second ahead of us all the time because they have people at the game, sending the
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
So
So
yeah, I'm gonna hop on this at
first
halftime.
off, yeah, no, it's a first down out of bounds. Okay, Gino just rushed for 10 yards. All right. What I'll say is this. First off, let's welcome everybody to Daniel's Sports Ledger.
Right.
Where we get the tips of the day. This guy's going live betting. That's what I love. I love the live betting. The live betting is where it's at. All right. The live betting where it's at, 100%. You can watch the line move. You can gauge what's happening, and you can bet your action the way you like it. So what I'll say is this. I do like the Raiders in this game plus 1.5 right now. If that's what you can get it at. Let's see what's going to happen. They're at the 50. If they kick a field goal, it's a good bet. Yep. They're going to another first down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Now you can?
Yeah, no, I could the whole time. I was just listening.
Cool. So let's see what happens. 2 seconds left. Are they going to bring him out? Daniel Carlson, one of the best kickers in the league. 70-yard field goal.
Oh, geez.
Let's see.
I'm kind of hoping they don't, honestly, because I want to jump on this at halftime.
All right, look at this. Yeah, jump on it right now before he misses this field goal if you can. It's a long-ass field goal. If he makes it, it's going to be a worse odds for you. So
yeah, I know, because it just went off.
Let's see.
It's plus 145.
No, don't say it yet. Let's see what happens.
No, Carlson, long 57. This attempt
No,
58.
he missed it. All right, he missed it. So what
That's
that means
good. That's
is,
good for.
yeah,
I feel like
that's good for the betting.
Yeah, because
That's good for the betting. Exactly. So we'll
'Cause
call
I'm
that
gonna
good
take
for the betting. All right. What I
Yeah.
will say is a couple things. I just want to say 2 things about the betting today. Okay.
yeah,
All right. So I took the Falcons. I liked them against the defense or offensive line of the
Buccaneers.
Bucks. Yes, because the offensive line of the Bucks lost their best left tackle. Okay, and
Yeah.
yes, Banker had a good first year in Tampa. Okay, but what I will say is, like you said, I like Penix. Penix is going to manage the game. He might make that explosive play you need him to make, and he can exploit that secondary, and he can. The Falcons' defense is good enough to exploit that mismatch on the left side for Baker, okay? So I think that's a close game, but I do think Atlanta ekes it out. I am 100% good at this moment right now betting a parlay at down 7-10 against the Raiders, right? All right, down 7-10, you bet the Raiders, and you parlay it with the Falcons, who are currently tied at halftime 10-10. That's a good bet. You're going to get at least decent money on your parlay. The other thing I bet pregame was, so Brock Bowers had a tip pass early in the game for an interception, okay? The guy undercut the ball and he tipped the pass. First off, all Brock Bowers had to do was get 2 receptions, and he was currently in the lead for quickest receptions over 18 games after two catches, okay? The other record that he could break is not break, but he could end up in third today if he gets the first 18 games, if he gets over 8 receptions. So I bet over 8 receptions for Brock Bowers to move into third, only behind Jalen Waddle and OGB, Odell Beckham Jr. for first receptions, over 119 receptions in his first 18 games. So I bet that hard today because I feel like Brock Bowers, he's already just got 4 passes. He's only need 4 more, and he breaks. He'll move into second place or tied for second, only behind Odell Beckham for most receptions in the first 18 games of their career.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You know who else has 4 receptions already? Travis Hunter. Oh man, I was talking a lot about Travis Hunter before you got on earlier today. But
Well, you're only talking about him because you got him in a trade in our dynasty auction.
and Dynasty, yeah. By the way,
Full management team. You're doing well. I see you. 68 points. You're still not ahead of me, 114, but you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
All right. Doing all right. We still got a lot.
So if you didn't watch the podcast on Daniel's Sports Ledger, we did our dynasty auction full defensive start league that Daniel joined this year with us. Okay, we had a little bit of a hiccup. Maybe next year it's just me and Daniel, and me and Daniel will do a full rundown of this league. I'm gonna say to this: we have 16 teams. I would love to get to 32 teams and run 2 full conference sides of football. And we do it 16 and 16. So basically we run 2 leagues, 16 on one side, 16 on the other. But we all draft another 16 teams. But those players that we draft are the same players that the other 16 league drafts, and find out who the real champion is over 2 conferences, over 600 players that we draft. That's what I'd like to get to.
That would be fun. All right, let me know.
It just proves who's the best.
I put this live parlay in, okay? We got Steelers -3, which I thought I took them to come back and win, but or whatever. Okay, so Steelers -3. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. That was earlier today. Okay. This is the live bet. Okay. So we got Raiders +190. I got them at. Then I took Steelers money line to come back. Yeah, money line +190.
+190 for the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah. And then I parlayed it with Steelers -125. They're down 2. Come back and win. And then I bumped the Jaguars are -7.5, but I bumped them to -8.5 at +105. So 50 pays 535. I just took that little thing right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So for those out there watching. But yeah, man, this is fun. It's a lot. This is an experiment. It's my first time, doing something like this. I am getting the Las Vegas radio host. He's gonna come on later. I already sent him a link to the thing. He's gonna come on when he can. I think he's working or something right now. He's
so
man.
Last year I hammered.
I'm working with this guy though, man. He just talks and talks.
Nice.
But I'll get him back on.
I hammered week 2. Okay. Last year I hammered week 2 because everybody gets on the hype train after week 1, and everybody bets guys and teams that win big right off the bat. Okay. I wait till the adjustments of week 2. They say the money's made in October in football. So if you want to go heavy, I always tell people wait till October. See the first month of football, which is 4 games. Then you hammer teams that have been producing in September, but then you play the long odds on the back end if you think a team's going to falter into October, okay?
Right.
So what I did week 2 after the big hammers of week 1, right? Like week 1's super unpredictable. They are super scripted. They don't have training camp like they used to. You got to be super careful in week 1. But week 2, teams have adjusted. Teams have seen a week of prep, and true cream of the crop starts to show. What I do, though, is I like to hammer long odds in week 2, just because I like to win money in week 2. So last year, the Saints destroyed somebody in week 1, like absolutely destroyed them. Then they came back and played the Dallas Cowboys in week 2, who absolutely destroyed their week 1 opponent, okay? And so I parlayed them with the Raiders, who lost in week 1, against a dominant team in week 1, the Ravens. So I parlayed the Raiders and Saints money line. And you know what happened in week 2?
Yeah,
Saints beat the Cowboys easy, and the Raiders sweated me just because I'm a Raider fan. I like to bet the Raiders. Win or lose, it's fine. The Raiders sweated me on the money line. I had a buddy who just took the points in the Raiders game and took the Saints to beat the Cowboys outright, and he had no sweat. He ended up winning he bet $700. He won like $3,500 in week 2.
That's wild. Yeah, man. Yeah,
After I told him that was the
a
bet.
lot of times, these big winners in week 1, they go into week 2, the top of the world, thinking they're going to be a playoff team this year, and all this stuff, and then they fall flat in that second game.
Who do the
You get
Cowboys play in week 2?
By the way, I have the
Because I
Cowboys
will
being
bet
bad this year.
I will bet the Cowboys. I will bet the Cowboys to win in week 2. Tell me who they play.
All right, 1 second. Let me pull it up here.
They lost by 4 points to Philly on opening night. They had a lightning delay.
They're playing the Giants, so
They're playing the Giants. What if you
they're
take
favored
the
by
money
3.
line? Okay, 3. What's the money line?
See if it will show it. Minus 175 for Dallas, plus 145 for the Giants.
All right. So watch that game. Are you going to be on next week? Is that a morning game? What are you
Yeah.
going to be on next week for that game? Is it a
Yeah,
morning
well,
game?
Yep, 10 a.m.
Okay. I want everybody to watch this. That's going to be my sneak peek money line bet, especially if the Giants come out and score the first touchdown in that game.
Yeah. You're gonna go with the Giants? That's what you're saying?
No, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, you're going with the Cowboys. Okay.
The Cowboys win that game hands down. Whatever best percentage you can get it at in week 2, when that live action starts, you hammer that bet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and the Giants are just bad.
I mean, we'll see. Russell Wilson, doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, Malik Neighbors, we got to see him. They played the afternoon game, right? So we haven't seen them yet.
I'm excited to see when they put Jackson Dart in this year. That's what I'm excited.
I drafted Jackson Dart. If you look on our Fantasy Dynasty League, I have Jackson Dart on my rookie squad. I think he's going to be just fine. I also have Jalen Monroe for Seattle. I think Sam Darnold got super overpaid in Seattle. I don't think he's going to be ready. I like Jalen Monroe.
Tim. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what shakes down there.
Jalen Monroe.
Sam Darnold killed it last year.
I like Sam Darnold, but
I
just telling you
thought
in
they
the long
should
term.
have kept him. I thought they should have kept him and let J.J. McCarthy sit some more. National championship winning J.J. McCarthy from
I
Michigan.
like JJ too.
I'm
I
not.
like JJ.
I'm not sold on J.J. We'll see what happens.
I watched Monroe in the preseason. That
I
guy
root
can
for him,
chuck
but
the
I'm
ball.
just not sold on him yet.
Monroe can throw the ball, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Milroe in college. I did, but
And Jackson Dart looked good too.
the way Sam Darnold's playing, man, it might be a while before they get Milroe in there. It might be one of those things.
New
where
team, new scenery. You never know.
Yeah, it might be one of those things where they end up trading Milroe. Like if he can't get on the field, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, we want to."
I think they trade Sam Darnold.
That's possible too. A few years back, I predicted that they would trade Carson Wentz and Hurts would win that job as a rookie, and that did happen. So that could happen with Darnold. Then
We got to see Darnold in his first game, right? It's going to be this Monday Night Football game, and I will put it this way: you better believe this. What's the spread on that game before I reveal?
San Francisco favored by 1.5.
San Francisco, 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah, favored. Seattle
All right.
plus 105 money line.
All right. Nah, San Francisco's going to win that game.
Christian McCaffrey is listed as questionable.
Yeah, but they already said he's going to play.
Hmm.
Insider said he's going to play. So, yeah, that's not a winnable game for Seattle. It's not.
I think
San
it is.
Francisco could win. San Francisco could win that division outright. Outright by like 4 games.
We'll see.
The next competition is the Cardinals, and we got to see what they could do in this game versus the Saints.
You at the bar?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Phoenix, man. The Valley of the Sun.
Valley of the Sun.
Working my ass off in Scottsdale, Arizona.
What is that? That looks like a native New Yorker or something.
I'm at a Zips.
Oh, Zips? I've never been to a Zips.
Zips Ritas, bro, $5.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
like a margarita. Oh, dude, you can't beat it. And then the good old domestic pint or
Yeah.
domestic hand or 32 ouncer, $7.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. That's a good deal right there.
If you and Manny want to sneak down to Phoenix, bro, I'll treat you guys down here.
Maybe we got somebody driving us, so we'll see.
Dude, this is the only way to live is down in the valley, bro. We'll meet in Anthem. It's a little bit closer, 45-minute drive.
There you go.
It's a good game, and it's worth it. So I can talk shit about you about the Ravens. I'll put my Ravens gear on.
Yeah, where would we go in Anthem? What do they got over there?
They got lots of stuff right there, man. Lots of places
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Azul's right there. They'll have all the games on.
Ooh, Azul. Love it. Blue.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. It's a good little spot. It's like 45 minutes from you.
Okay, yeah. I think we
How
can
about-
manage that.
How about
Talk to
this?
Manny
If
about
you come down right now or tonight, I'll get us a room. You and Manny in one room, 2-bedroom, me in one room, and you only pay $50 tops in cash for the room.
Yeah, I'll talk to Manny.
All right.
The thing is, we got the third person, but
Who's the third person?
Liz. I don't know if you know Liz,
It doesn't matter. So what? What does Liz got to do?
but
Sleep
she
in one of
lives
your
down there
beds?
anyway. She lives down there anyways.
Yeah, if she lives down here, even better. But if not, I'll get us 2 double beds, 2 queen size
Well, I mean,
beds.
she lives down in Phoenix, but I don't think she's that far from Anthem. I don't know.
I
Well,
told
yeah.
you the offer.
All
man.
right, we'll talk about it. Yeah,
All right.
I'll talk to Manny about it. I think it's doable to go down to Anthem.
It's a good game tonight. It's worth it.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's gonna be a
I
monster
think that's
game.
going to be a monster game. I agree, 100%.
If
I
the
don't-
Bills
I
win,
think-
it's all
I think
Josh
if you
Allen.
miss that game, you might miss the game of the fucking, or excuse my language, you might miss the game of the, for sure, week 1, but you might miss the game of the first quarter of football, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be. Oh man, it's gonna be a great game.
And just so everybody knows, I hammered the Chargers heavy against the Chiefs and pocketed money. So just so
Oh.
everybody knows.
Hey, we got JB the ticket on. Let's add him real quick. I didn't realize he was here.
I've been sitting
Hey
outside.
JB, sorry I had my
What's
thing.
going on?
in
You know
full-
what time it is.
I had my
Yeah.
thing in full screen, so I didn't know you were here. This is my buddy Joe Perez.
Just
What's
for
going on,
Joe,
Joe?
bro. How you doing?
What's going on now?
What's up,
I'm over
bro?
here working.
Ah,
I'm on a live stream with you guys because I'm not doing any phone calls and shit. So I'm watching the games on sponsored TV, free by Fubo, with a free Roku stick, no fake streaming. So I'm kicking it and telling, you know. I
Good
fucked
man,
up,
good
picked the
man.
Dolphins. I picked the Dolphins today. I don't know. I've been tired, you know.
What
I
happened
picked
to
the
them?
Colts.
I picked a
the Colts.
17 round robin with 5 teams to go, and it looks like the under 38. Because in the pregame, the Raiders game, it was raining cats and dogs. They
Yep.
got to 38 before halftime, so I'm over here pissing and shitting. So I need these 5 other games to hit. I took, who did I take? I took, let me look. Yeah, college football. I missed out on my plays. I had South Florida money line, and then I got stuck at this
South
job.
Florida, what a pick. That was a great pick.
Yeah, Daniel will be able to tell you. I sent him those picks on Wednesday,
Yes, that's a great pick.
and then
Yeah.
I got knocked out with. I said Kentucky plus 10 was going to be my play of the day. We had a thunderstorm here in Vegas, which fucked up my goddamn broadcast because I'd be live on the radio here in Vegas. And we weren't live on the air. I was pissed as fuck yesterday, man. They were really driving me nuts.
Raiders. Call them out.
Yeah, so I picked the Raiders 2.5. I meant to buy it up to 7. Right now, I'm under 38. I got.
I like it
36.
as long as you got close to 3, so you're good at 2.5, I think.
I took the Falcons. I took the Panthers
Falcons.
plus 4.5.
Yes,
They're
sir.
they're looking shitty.
Yep.
And
I
I
would
took
not
the
have picked
Saints.
Carolina.
You know, I thought Bryce would wake the. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, that was a horrible quarterback class. Him, Anthony Richardson, all those guys, they suck. Freaking
Interception.
Tagovailoa, he can't talk, he can't see, his brain is dead. It's all bad. It's all bad. That motherfucker.
So
can't
my
play
sneaker
football.
picks were the Chargers on Friday night to beat the Chiefs. I hit on that.
Good
And
pick.
I hammered the Colts, man. I figured the Colts were going to come ready.
You know,
for that
because
Miami game.
I almost stayed off of that game, but I
Yep.
thought they would be too emotional. And then I
Yep.
saw Daniel Jones back there, and I was like,
Yep.
all right, bet the house. But I guess because of the emotion of the game, that's what happened. I should have
Yep.
took the under in the Washington game. Giants, always good defense. Offense has got Future's baby mama's husband back there. It's not happening. That Russell Wilson shit is over. The dual,
You hear that,
the
Daniel?
dual threat quarterbacks under 6'3", that shit's over. Okay, defenses
Yeah.
are running 6-man stunts. Defenses are running one linebacker in the set, 4
But
DBs,
let's think
5
about this.
DBs.
Let's go back and
Nah.
think about this 5 years ago. 5 years ago, everybody thought Russell Wilson was the evolution of the game. They thought that guy, he got paid, what, 250-something million before anybody else, or 240 million before anybody else. And then look at Kyler Murray, flash forward, right? That was the next Russell Wilson. Now, I will say this. I still believe in Kyler Murray. I do think that is a generational talent when you're drafted in the first round of any sport in 2 sports. That's phenomenal. So you Cardinal fans, don't give up hope yet. But what I will say is 5 years ago, everybody thought Russell Wilson was the legit new factor of the NFL. Give me even Sam Darnold, but give me Josh Allen, unrecruited, right? Unrecruited and got an offer to play in college. Give me Lamar Jackson. I've always loved Lamar, and everybody said he can't throw the ball. He doesn't have the mechanics. I said, this guy can run the ball till he figures out how to pass the ball.
And
he
he's got to
proved
figure
that
it out now because he's old.
But he can. He has. Last year, he proved that he can throw the ball.
Yep,
Now,
he
he does need some wide receiver help, but I think he got enough that he's going to be just fine. So, though, you need those explosive. Then throw in Jaden Daniels. Let's put that into a factor.
I like
okay?
Daniels. I think
All right.
he's solid.
CJ Stroud. Last year, everybody said, oh, CJ's the next guy, right? And I said, I like CJ, but I said, let me see him in year 2. When NFL coaches start figuring out what he is, let's watch it first. Then came Jaden. And Jaden's 6'3". He moved around. He's got something to prove. He's got that chip on his shoulder. If you want to bet on a quarterback this year that was young and everybody thinks going to be discredited, you better bet on Jaden Daniels because that guy can chuck it and throw it and run it for sure.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels will be good, but we're seeing the evolution of the NFL going back to the pocket passer. The running passer, dual threat quarterback, we're even seeing that in college football. They're just not viable athletes because of the defense called the 5-4-6. Or you can run a 6-4, or you can run a 6-1-5. That 6-1-5, 5-1-6 defense negates any wildcat because you've got a seeker in the middle and you're going against 5-6 DBs who are essentially linebackers. You just push those linebackers back, or if you want to speed to take away the possible slant routes that could come across as maybe some of those wheel routes or some of those flat routes they have, you just bring an extra seeker up as a DB who's got speed to cut off that route. So what that has done for the NFL, it has created the pocket passer. I've seen the quarterback rush today less than 20 times. And I got all games going this morning through Fubo TV. Okay, shout out to
So
my
that's a
sponsors.
valid point, and I will give you this respect because if you go back last week, Derek Carr and David Carr did a podcast, and they talked about exactly what you just said, and it is the evolution of the pocket passer. All these quarterbacks that are going to win Super Bowls that have good head coaches, you better keep an eye on them because if they can pass from the pocket and they can elude when they only need to elude, those are the ones that win Super Bowls. Those are the ones that could do it. And I will put it this way. I'm a diehard Raider fan, and you better keep your eye on Geno Smith because he has proven that he can throw it from the pocket if he gets some protection. He can elude when he needs to. He just threaded a ball to Jacoby just a little while ago. One of the best passes I've seen under pressure, off his foot, standing in the pocket for 25 yards on a dart. I mean, I'm an absolute dart target pass. So you are absolutely right.
I think that also, too, while you're seeing the evolution of the pocket passer and getting away from the running quarterback are the rule changes, okay? This is something else that a lot of people haven't touched on, and I'll be espousing a lot about this on my show, even at the college football level. The rule changes, hitting the quarterback in the open field, injury possibility as well, but mainly the rule change. When you hit a quarterback in the open field to get a penalty, to be challenged in college for targeting or any of these things, it's just easier for a defensive coordinator to stack the line and take away the gaps with fast closers on that back line than risk it. And quarterbacks know that. And also with the risk of injury, quarterbacks now at the college level can get paid. So they have no interest in showing all of this extraordinary athletic ability because they're not trying to run out of the hood. They're coming out of prep schools. They're coming out of St. whatever, something prep, okay? And they're coming in with money. So how do you maintain your health and your money? You stay in the pocket, let the guys they pay to block for you.
Then we need to go back to the day.
Let them block.
Let me get in here real quick, guys. First off,
go ahead, Dan.
we just gave out a live bet at halftime here. We said take the Raiders. They just scored a touchdown. Ashton Gentry, they just took the lead. We got Raiders at plus 190 at halftime.
That's your guy, Ashton Gentry. You've been big on him. I'm glad we got him. So
another thing,
I'm going to feature you on the show this
my
year.
number one pick yesterday was your T-shirt right there. The Trojans. Watch out for them this year. They're killing teams.
USC.
And then number two,
if you took them in week 1, you made money for sure.
And then number 3, I've been talking about this. Hold on one second. Number 3, I've been talking about this all morning, and this is a hot take. Right now, the Browns are ahead of the Bengals. Their defense just swarmed Jamar Chase. He couldn't get a catch in. They had to punt. But I've been saying this all morning, or even the last few weeks, heading up to the season. I've been telling people, and I know this is a hot take, but the Browns have the best team in that division. They don't have a quarterback, but they have the all-around team. All-around depth of a team is better than the Ravens. It's better than the Steelers, and whoever else is in that division.
Steelers looking all right with that DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf finally's got a quarterback who can throw to him. And everyone says he's so fast. That was just that one play.
Yeah.
He's actually quite slow after the catch.
Kevin Stefanski, hold on one second. Kevin Stefanski is a 2-time Coach of the Year. So when you're looking to bet this year, these Browns are a good, solid team. I know they don't have the quarterback, but they have one of the best all-around teams in the league.
I want to quote you 1 second because I think I watched your podcast when you did the pre-NFL start season pick'ems, and one thing you did say is what I will say, I will agree with, is if you bet the Cleveland Browns to get second place in that division, that was a good bet.
Yeah,
I do not think they have enough. I don't think they have enough to overcome the Ravens. I think the Ravens are destined to play the Bills to go to the Super Bowl this year in the AFC Championship game. But I will say you are right. I think Cleveland can go to the playoffs, and I think if you did and you follow what Daniel said on Daniel's Sports Ledger was follow them to be second place in that division, that's a good bet. I think it was like plus 800 or something. I could be wrong, but you got to go back.
Yeah, I mean, second or third at most, but even then, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the Browns are a good team. Don't sleep on the Browns. And
They are a good
Flacco's doing
football
okay
team.
right now.
I just hope that Flacco can remain healthy. At 41, by week 3, we may end up with Dylan Gabriel, who was a very good
But I
quarterback.
love Dylan Gabriel. That might be
Albeit,
a blessing. He might
he
come
was
out
the
and
system
boom,
quarterback.
take off.
I think Shador would be better to try to get traded over to the Rams. It's only a matter of time before that back goes bad for Stafford. Again, we're seeing the change of the quarterbacks here. Running quarterbacks and quarterbacks that typically had no ability to be accurate, and also the super athletic wide receiver. These guys are getting paid so much money, they don't want to hit. You can't hit. And college level, you're not taught to hit that hard anymore because of the targeting rule. So it's a finesse game. And when you play a finesse game, you're not going to see quarterbacks who need to do anything more than throw. I mean, look at Jackson Dart. He's slower than molasses. But he'll be starting in New York by week 3 once Russell Wilson stinks it up today.
I love it, guys. Look, I'm going to go deuces today for the number 1 pick to the Raiders, all right? In the 6th overall pick to Genty. He just scored a touchdown. JB, nice to meet you. Daniel, always respect, bro. I'll be around.
Saints just missed a field goal.
Yeah.
Saints just missed a field goal. Looks like they took my round robin with it. My God. I woke up too early. All right, guys.
But hey, just when Joe is out, peace, deuces.
Right. Have a good one,
we'll
Joe.
See you guys soon.
All right, thanks.
Jerry Judy got intercepted. Jerry Judy just got intercepted, of course. And this is what I was talking about, Flacco.
Yeah.
He's 75 years old. He can't see.
I mean, a little better pass, that would have been a huge gain, but yeah.
I just don't like the quarterback play that I'm seeing so early, because the quarterbacks right now,
they don't have the quarterback situated there in Cleveland, but
no, they don't.
But if one of those quarterbacks come in and does good, man, they have the roster. If one of those, like I said, if Dylan Gabriel, Shador comes in and they do really awesome, they're a team to watch out for.
I don't think Shador.
Flacco's not the answer, though.
Because what's going to happen in Cleveland is they're going to make it a non-football issue about his draft status. Members of the media who are opposed to making it about that instead of focusing on his football, that's where you're going to see some problems. I don't think he stays in Cleveland. I think he goes to a bigger market. I think he goes to like New York, somewhere.
Yeah.
And it is a reality that most of these guys that are coming out of the system now into college from a quarterback side are just not going to run right into an NFL roster, just based on the way that, it's just the way the college game is played.
Yeah.
The athleticism of the college quarterback I have seen has gone way down. You're not getting pocket passers for no reason. You're getting them because these kids realize that the rules are in their favor as a quarterback. They're roughing the quarterback, all these different things, so they're protected by rule and by line. And also the drive to be super athletic isn't necessarily a game changer, because all of the personal training that they get and all of the skills training that they get, these are not guys coming off of the high school football field, going to college, getting coached up by Ole Michigan, who's got the M behind you. This is not happening anymore. USC, like my shirt. No, these guys are coming from professionally trained backgrounds since high school, position trained for football specifically, and they step into these programs at college and they transfer and they do all of those things. And by the time they get to the NFL, they are conditioned to be a one-dimensional, one-skilled player. So if they don't excel at that particular position in the NFL, they're out of the NFL. Gone are the days where guys are going to be able to change position or create opportunities at a different position, simply because if the league doesn't create an opportunity for running quarterbacks and individuals who have concepts of dual threat and stuff like that, then there's going to be no real value to draft guys like that. And also at the same token, there's no real value to train that way. I see more quarterback camps and more kids focused on accuracy and throwing the ball and mechanics than they do at learning and reading defenses to beat it off the ball. They have high-level high school football on television now, ESPN. None of those kids are running. They're all pocket passing. Right. I was shocked. High school pocket quarterbacks. Okay, you're getting a receiver now who's going to be able to get his receiving yards and possibly go to college. Whereas 20, 30 years ago, guys would have been playing 4 or 5 different positions.
Yeah.
Two-way players. Look at Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
He was an anomaly. He won the Heisman because of the anomaly.
He's got 4 catches today
was
already.
way more skilled than him as a single skilled player, but he won the Heisman due to being an anomaly. It was the same thing with Vince Young and Reggie Bush back in the day. Reggie Bush won the Heisman because he was an anomaly, but when they got to the pros, what did he primarily play? Running back, tailback. And Travis Hunter will be a wide receiver. We've already seen him get his first couple catches.
Yeah, he's got 4 catches already.
There you go. So I don't see.
It's not even halftime in that game. It's on a weather delay. But basically, he had like 4 catches in the first quarter. So it's good to see them getting. And this is and I've been saying this. This has got to be the year for Trevor Lawrence. I feel like now that he's got Hunter, he's still got ETN, he's got a good team. If they can't make a playoff, or if they win 4 or 5 games only, or they have a bad year, I think you have to move off on Trevor Lawrence.
I just don't think Dabo Swinney makes good quarterbacks. Look at his quarterback tree from Deshaun Watson, the guy who won the national championship.
Well, Deshaun was good at first. I mean, it's just a rapist or whatever he was. But
this is a system quarterback. Clemson is a methodical football system. We're going to run it at you, and we're going to throw short passes. We're going to run it at you and throw short passes. He's in the NFL now, and he's expected to throw the deep ball, where if you look at his career in college, he didn't do that. He had guys like Travis Etienne and shit like that running the ball for him.
Yeah.
So now that he's in the NFL and he's got that opportunity to go with receivers and have guys who could be in that position, he's not used to it because he played 2.5, 3 years under a system of check down passing and strong running backs. So without that being available for him in the pros and it being on his arm and his accuracy, I don't think he's going to be anything more than a future pass around quarterback in the NFL. He's going to end up being a journeyman in the NFC South, in my opinion. I mean, we saw it with guys like Tim Tebow. Urban Meyer's quarterbacks didn't fare well. E.J. Manuel, remember E.J. Manuel? Oh, my God, E.J. Manuel didn't do anything in the NFL. So it comes from guys like you said, Josh Allen, who still had to show and prove natural talent and ability with that particular skill set to be an NFL quarterback. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think, like what you said there. So I'm just doing an Instagram post here, but like what you said there, or like I said as well. I mean, you don't think that he makes good quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, if he's going to be good, this is the year for him to be good. If they're going to win games, this is the year for them to win games. You know what I mean? And if they don't, then it might just be time to move on from Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, it's the same thing. Zach Wilson, it was a rough quarterback class. And remember, his first year, he had Urban Meyer. And who did I just say couldn't develop quarterbacks? Who did he have his first year in Jacksonville? Urban Meyer. So he's doomed. He's doomed. But, Daniel, I'm glad I could spend some time with you as well. I got to get back on this work. These guys are chatty patties today. They don't want to just go to the airport and just do what they got to do. They're like, hey, I'm like, all right, let me fix this for them. But yeah, thanks for coming on. And,
thank you
for coming on the air next week.
Yeah, we'll be on the radio in Las Vegas on what's the KSHP, right? KSHP.
Yeah, KSHP, JBTheTicket.com, which everything goes to VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Everything is directed to one website. To not give away extra money. There's no reason to keep paying these corporations for nothing. All right. So,
all right. Yeah, check us out without college football on Saturdays.
College football Saturdays. We're going to have it cracking and rolling. College football will be ready. You just hang in there.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
JB.
brother. Bye now.
Bye. All right. JB the man, dude. That was a good little section there. We had 3 guys on at one time. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, man, that was a great little time with those guys. Man, I'll tell you what, the Steelers defense right now looks horrible. The Jets just ran down their throat for another touchdown. Bengals are back on top, 17-16. I still kind of think maybe the Browns wouldn't pull this game out. We'll see. Uh, I am going to take a quick little break here after all of that. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. And yeah, I will take a quick little break. I'll be back, and then we're gonna talk about these games and all the things that we didn't get a chance to talk about while we had those guys on. So give me just 1 minute here, guys. Let me get this thing going on here. I will be right back. All right, guys. What a segment that one was, right? Um, and I'll tell you what, this is gonna be something that we grow into and that we build. Uh, but man, it was so fun having those guys on, and we're gonna have more and more guests as this goes along, and you know, I might see if I can get my brother to come on real quick. But it's we're gonna get, I'm sure Kimball will get on at some point this year. But it's a lot of fun. The cool thing about these different guys is, just when Joe, kind of favoritism Joe. Joe and my buddy Manny that comes on. I'm sure, we'll probably get him on at some point. But the cool thing is about those guys is, yeah, they have their favoritism, but they look at the game just so differently. And that's really what I'm trying to build here on this channel is people who look at the game differently, give different ideas, different options for live betting. And this is just the beginning, but it's gonna be it's gonna grow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I really believe in this project here that I'm doing, and I want to get, I'm gonna get some of the some of the other guys coming on here soon, like the other handicapper guys that I used to interview on this podcast and things like that. So uh as this grows, it's going to be a fun thing. It's going to be a thing more and more people want to be a part of. And again, you guys as guests can come on and join and participate. And yeah, dude, I'm that was super cool. And the cool thing about JB the Ticket, he does this radio show in Las Vegas, as well as, it's on podcasts. It's one of the top sports betting podcasts out there, if not the top. J Vegas Scoreboard. You can find him on Twitter as well as Instagram and things like that. So check him out. Listen to him on the radio. I go on his radio show, his radio/podcast show, Saturday mornings, and we sponsored. There's ads and things like that, but it's a lot of fun. We give out amazing plays every week on who's gonna win. He's got different handicappers from uh California, Vegas, all over. So that come on there as well, and we all give our opinions on who we think's gonna cover the spreads that day for college football. And the other thing about JB, he's going to law school, really smart dude. He looks at things a little different, man. He follows these football camps and training camps, and he follows these kids a little more than even I do. And it's just fun. It's fun seeing him around. And he's gonna be on maybe even almost every week, if not every week. So, JB's awesome, and we love having him on. So we appreciate you coming on, JB, and Joe, of course, as well. And yeah, I mean, Joe gave out a lot of ideas, a lot of different live bet ideas, what he thought. Um, Fortunately, it looks like this Steelers are not going to come through for me. They were looking good. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going to bet on Aaron Rodgers the rest of the season. I mean, he just I- like I said, man, the dude has been average his whole career, dude. I remember back in the day when guys like Stephen A. Smith were saying he was a GOAT, potential GOAT, or one of the greatest of all time. Dude's not even on my top 50 quarterbacks all time, Aaron Rodgers. He's just not. I just thought, he'd be good enough with this Raiders, Steelers defense to do something. But I mean, they're getting walloped by one of the worst teams in the league, the Jets. Um, and that Steelers defense looks horrible. That's, I mean, they do. I think Tomlin's one of the best coaches in the league, but you know, they say you know, fish and guests stink after 3 days, you know, and it's kind of the same thing with with coaches, they after about 7 years, you just kind of have to get a new voice in there, even if you have the right voice. I mean, I'm even looking at, you know, if Sean McDermott doesn't win a Super Bowl this year, I mean, with the Bills, um, not that the Bills have the best team that they've had since McDermott's been there, but um, it's just one of those things. I mean, how far can we go with McDermott at this point? And I'm a Bills fan, and I think he's a great coach, and we have, um, you know, the problem is that the players love him. So, maybe we don't need a new voice in there, but we might need to shake some things up there in Buffalo. Okay, Steelers scored. Steelers scored. Here we go. All right. Jalen Warren, I love that guy. We still got a whole quarter in this game. We still got time to hit this parlay. Steelers to come back and beat the Jets. I mean, again, they should. The Steelers should win this game. I mean, if the Steelers lose to the Jets today, I mean that's a pretty embarrassing thing in my opinion. So yeah, let's see if we can get. Let's see if I don't think we have any more comments here. No, but other than this NFL stream spammer guy, I mean, I don't know what his deal is. But this show, it's gonna get popular. I believe in what we're doing here, and super excited. I believe this game is still this Jaguars game. I believe it's still in delay, if I'm not mistaken here. Oh, here we go. Maybe it's back on. Let's get this game. Okay. Jaguars are back. We get to see some Travis Hunter. Some more Travis Hunter, dude. I'm telling you, I've been telling people this dude is generational, man. And this is the game I got my eyes glued on today is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, if Lawrence doesn't do it this year, like I said, maybe you need to move on from this guy. But Jacksonville, man, I mean, and by do it, I don't mean I'm not expecting Trevor Lawrence to win a Super Bowl or something, right? But they need to have a winning season, right? Even if they don't make playoffs, barely miss playoffs, something like that, right? Trevor Lawrence has to have a winning season, right? At least a couple games above 500 to really show, like at least he's got to be. What are we at now? Right now, 10-7. See, there's 18 games, so like 11-9, or no, that's too many games. There's 18 games, so 10-8, right? Okay, so he needs to be at least 10-8 this year. 11-7. He needs to be at least around that this year for me to continue to have faith. If the Jags somehow are a 4 or 5 win team this year, you've got to move on from them. I mean, that's just the way I feel. Looks like the Steelers got the ball right back. I'm not sure how, maybe an interception or a turnover, but they are back in this red zone again, it looks like. So here we go. It looks like this defense is waking up. Finally, huh? And Raiders up 17-10. And then the other one, I boosted it a little bit because 7.5. I was trying to get 9.5. They didn't offer it on this particular on BetMGM. That's the one thing about BetMGM. They need to allow alternate spreads to, us to really choose what we want to do there because they limit those alternate spreads. But the highest I could get it was 8.5. Touchdown, Steelers. This parlay is looking good again all of a sudden. All right. I think I got a little one of these as a clapper here. No, not that one. Let's see if we can see if I can read this. These are pretty small. There we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go, Steelers. Huh? Oh, got the little clapper thing going. All right. I like that a lot. Oh, I forgot I didn't close this lid all the way. I keep spilling on myself. By the way, this is one of the best cups literally I've ever had. And you can buy this on my website, danielsportsledger.store. And it's just the Daniel Sports Ledger cup. Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is the best cup I've ever had in my life. Coffee cup. Obviously, I wasn't sealing it, so that's not that great. But the way it feels on your mouth, I mean, this clip thing, I mean, everything about this, and I mean, I think this is stylish. I don't know about you, but I think my logo is pretty stylish. If you guys ever wonder about my logo, I could tell you real quick. As you know, it says Daniel Sports Ledger around it. And then this right here in the middle is supposed to look like a book, right? Or a ledger. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. I should be looking this way. But it's supposed to be a ledger. Touchdown, Jags! Touchdown, Jags! All right, Brian Thomas Jr. Here we go. We are looking good on this parlay that I gave out. This live parlay, if you guys missed it, that's on you. We're going back to the cup. So the middle part right here on the logo, or as you can see the logo. Let me see how I can show this here. Over here this way, the red logo right there. The middle part right there is just a ledger, a book ledger. Which I still have my old ledger up here in the corner. You can't see it right here, but I do still have my ledger up there that I used when I was young. I used to be writing down all of my bets and tracking them and everything. So, but man, Carolina Panthers, they just got out blocked, man. I mean, they blocked that up so well. I could have scored, literally could have scored a touchdown on that one. Oh man. That's always been one of my favorite things. I could have done that. Oh no, you could not have. You know how fast he had to run. Okay, maybe I couldn't have, but you know how we go. But yeah. So man, so the Steelers 31-26 on the Jets. This parlay, I mean, I'm sure it's offering us a cash out right now. It's got to be. Who else do I have? I have the Raiders. So all three of those in-game parlays, in those in-game games for the parlay, they're all hitting right now. So let's see. Right now, if I wanted to cash out, let's see. It's not offering me a cash out right now. But we are covering on all three right now. Jags up 14. I got them minus 8.5. Then I bumped up at plus 105. Steelers, money line, minus 125. And then there we go. Raiders plus 190. Oh, there's my cash out. Right now, $50 bet, $5.35 if it wins. Right now, I can cash out at 163.20 right now if I wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't think I want to cash out. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good here. Right now, see, it's up to 178 now for a cash out. I might regret this, but right now I'm over 3-1 right out now on my cash out on this. So we'll see what happens. But as you know, and I'm gonna wear this, here coming soon. But as you know, on my website, you can get the No Hedge Gang T-shirt on my website. Check that out as well. There's some merchandise on there, and it's coming up to winter. And the hoodies are some of literally the best hoodies I've ever had too. So you gotta get a Daniel Sports Ledger hoodie as well. Um, yeah, let me text my brother here. Let's see if he wants to come on. Um, I texted my brother recently. I've mostly been calling him. Send him a little text here. See if he's available to come on. My brother's fun to listen to, man. He has such a different. Oh yeah, no, he's out. That's not 2 feet in, Mr. Panther. No, that was Leggett. Yeah. But yes, he's my brother's a coach. So he really comes at things from a coaching perspective. Uh-oh, big gain there for the Jets. Another horrible pass by Bryce Young. I think that was like a pass we all make in our Turkey Bowl. Bryce Young just totally missed the guy. Looks like maybe I should have cashed out here. It's like oh no, never mind. The Raiders have the ball. Thought the Patriots were driving that for a second. Nice. All right. Well, still a lot of time for the Steelers to come back if the Jets do get a touchdown here. But they can take the lead here. They're in the red zone here with Justin Fields. Oh, I think the Jaguars just got a turnover here. Oh, I need the football right out. Yep, fumble recovery, Jaguars. I've been telling everybody this, and like I said, it comes from the top here. When you refuse to get rid of a crappy quarterback, when you refuse to say, I made a mistake, I made a mistake drafting Bryce Young. I'm going to draft us a new quarterback. When you refuse to do that, now everybody's going to refuse to say that they made mistakes. Your coaches are going to refuse to say they made mistakes. Your players are going to refuse to say they made mistakes. And it just leads to a team that has all of these stupid mistakes. And that was a little unavoidable, I have to admit. I mean, he was coming down with the ball. Perfect spot for him to just knee it out. Great awareness by the defensive player, by the way, just to kind of be like, oh, let me stick my knee in there. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, And what's this guy gonna do when he comes to the sideline? He's not gonna be like, "Oh man, my bad, guys. I should have held the ball up higher or held it with 2 hands or something." I saw that guy's knee coming in at right there. I mean, I should have, done something to protect the ball. No, he's gonna be like, He's just gonna go, oh man, guys, this guy's knee was just right there. It was just perfect. There's no way I could have avoided that. That was just lucky. Blah 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 blah. And then that's just the culture you have now. Instead of, hey guys, my bad, I need to secure it better. So that's the kind of stuff that we have going on with the Panthers. ETN Jr. with the first down. Let's go. Nice pass. Is that complete by Geno Smith? They're saying no. Saying Myers dropped it or hit the ground, I think. I'm out Jets. I think it's first and goal for the Jets right now. We need to get these Jets to kick a field goal. Tomlin's talking to the ref about something here. Not sure what he's trying to talk to him about, but they're showing this replay. I'm not sure what they're showing this replay for. Unless there was a penalty for cutting up the legs, I'm not sure. All right. Raiders here, 3rd and 5. Picked up 4. Let's see, I'm not sure if they go for this or not. All right. Stop the Jets on 1st and goal. Yeah, man. I knew once Joe and JB the ticket got on. I knew once those guys got on, man, I was not gonna be able to talk much. I really had to and they even when I said give me a minute, they still kept interrupting me. It is hard to get a word in with those guys. But it's a good time. It's a good time for sure. Let's see. My brother's probably too involved in the Cardinals games. He hasn't even looked at my text. What is going on in this Cardinals game, by the way? Last I saw, they were killing them. I know a lot of people don't have much faith in these Saints quarterbacks here. 20-10 Cardinals. It's like they're probably going to kick a field goal. Oh, what a pass. What a pass by Trevor Lawrence. Colts 30-8 now in the Dolphins. I mean, I think this is one of those. I think we're gonna see Mike McDaniels get fired mid-season. I do. It sounds like they're setting up for a bad year. It sounds like the players aren't buying in anymore, or it looks like, I should say, and oh my goodness, 3rd and 1, Gentry got stopped by the turf monster. It'll be 4th and 2 now for the Raiders. Yeah, the turf monster got Gentry on 3rd and 1. All right, field goal for the Jags, 20-3 now. 20-3. Oh, there's a flag. All right, Raiders kicking a field goal. And it looks like it's good. 20-10 now for the Raiders over the Patriots. Jets are at 4th and goal. They going for this or they kicking a field goal? All right. 4th and 1 at the goal. Jets are going for it. Let's see. Let's see a big stuff right here. Little stufferama. Looks like the Jets called a timeout. They wanted to see the defense. USC Purdue this okay, so we're seeing an ad here for USC Purdue. We can talk a little to college. Let's see what the spread is on that because I already know I'm taking USC. I'm riding USC all year. College football. I'm riding them all year, baby. I just they might win a national championship. I don't know, man. This team is ridiculous. But every time I say that about a West Coast team, they have some game that's just horrible, and then they just keep having horrible games. But right now, I'm riding them. USC minus 21 at Purdue. I'm taking that all day. Taking it. At some point, we might talk about some college football here. Colts 33-8 on the Dolphins. Oh man, yeah, this Dolphins team, man. Honestly, I think they've given up, man. I think they've given up. All right, looks like it's gonna go into halftime. Jaguars up 20-3. They're not even gonna down it. They're just all going to the locker room, I guess. Oh no, here they come. Yeah. Let's see if we can see a little bit of this. Oh man, Jets up 32-31. Jets might ruin the parlay, guys. Jets might ruin the parlay. We'll see. Still plenty of time, though. They're going for 2 here. They don't get it. A field goal still wins just for the Steelers here. Saints 2nd and goal. Ooh, he read that wrong. Spencer Rattler on a read option, and he should have kept the ball. He gave it to the running back. 3rd and goal now here for the Saints. Rattler's running around the bootleg and throws it out of bounds. Gonna be 4th and goal here. They can kick the field goal. It's fine, but it looks like they're gonna go for it. The coaches from Boise State. We know they're. Did he get that? It looks like no. Okay. 32-31 Jets. So field goal, we can still get this. Okay. Yeah, Saints do the smart thing. They kick the field goal. It's 20-13 now. 2:44. They need to make a stop if they want to try to tie this game. And of course, there's the flag. Let me know what you guys are thinking for this season, man. Like, who's looking good to you right now? Saints are gonna have to re-kick this field goal. Those Saints helmets are dope, though. These little uniforms the Saints got on are pretty dope. And he makes that one too. Checking my fantasy, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Yeah, Joe's got this weird legacy fantasy thing he got us all into this year. $60 buy-in. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those crazy things, man. Like yeah, you've got defensive backs and linemen. It's the CBS one. Um, it's kind of stupid in some things. Like CBS apparently lets you do illegal moves. Like, if you go on ESPN and you try to put you know, a quarterback in a flex, right? It's not going to let you do it, right? CBS apparently lets you do illegal stuff like that. And then if you don't do your roster right, if you don't have enough people, they have like a bench and a practice squad and an injury list. And it's like running a real team kind of, but it's like if you don't do everything just right, it'll say like your roster's illegal, and then like you won't get any points that week. But I never had a fantasy thing where you could even do the illegal thing. Like you could even put, you could put a quarterback in a wide receiver thing. Like why would you even allow? Like why doesn't it just have a lock? Like sorry, you don't have enough. Like you can't put another starter in because you don't have enough on your bench, or you can't put, or you know what I mean? Like why does it even allow you to do something wrong? You know what I mean? So the whole thing is, I don't know. I think it sucks in a lot of ways. In a lot of other ways, I mean, it's pretty cool, but that's one big issue with me. It's like I almost wasn't getting any points this week because I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out how to make my roster legal, and apparently there's some things you can only do like on a computer. You can't do them like on your phone, so you have to. I don't know. The whole thing's wild, man. It's pretty lame. Okay, so yeah, my brother can't come. So get this, my brother right now, I've been telling people this for years. My niece, um, and I still believe this. My niece is gonna play for the USA women's um soccer team. She, she's been Debo Samuel touchdown. That was a good bet today, by the way. But my niece has been looked at for the USA team since she was like 13 or something, or 10 or younger. Um, and I've been saying she's going to play on the U.S. women's soccer team eventually. But right now, my brother is with her in Michigan at Oakland University. They're scouting her to play. Um, Alabama wants her. North Carolina. Uh, U of A, BYU. There's a bunch of teams that want her, college teams, and they've been looking at her for a long time. My niece, when she was like 13, she was she was playing on the Vegas team, Vegas soccer team, the number 2 team, and these were like all boys teams, and she was kicking the number 1 Vegas team's butt and all the other teams. Um, from the time she was little, right? She was like 8 playing on 12-year-old boys teams, and the other coach crying like a baby because she'd already put 5 or 6 goals on him at halftime, and he wants them to take her out of the game. And she's playing against 12-year-old boys, and she's 8 years old. Like, she's been doing this her whole life. Like, she is such a good striker. My brother was a good striker. He won a state championship in high school, scored the first goal. We're from a dinky little town in Arizona. He went down to a Phoenix school, beat them in the national championship. They won like 5-1. Um, so yeah, I mean, but so he's been coaching her his whole life. Adeline Cameron, look out for her, man. She is going to be a monster. She might win us a World Cup. She might win us a World Cup. All right, right now the only thing I'm worried about is I can't believe I'm worrying about the Jets beating the Steelers here. Oh, big stuff on 3rd and 3. Loss of 3. Thornhill and Clark. Excuse me. Whew, what a stuff there. All right, 4th and 5. All right, Jets punting. Let's hope for a shank. Let's hope for a bad punt here. Just need the Steelers to get in field goal range. That's it. Fucking amazing punt. Holy shit. Down to our 18. Oh, that's terrible. All right, we just need to get in field goal range. See if they even offer a cash out. Hmm. All right. Oh, that's got to be a flag. There we go. There we go. Big flag. We're almost in field goal range. Good call, ref. Good call. Look at that. Look at that arm grab. Clear pass interference. Honestly, though, he probably saved a touchdown. But a touchdown might have almost been better for the Jets because they would have a chance to come back and win. Now they might not get a chance. The Steelers play this right. They might get in here, run the time down, kick a field goal. We need about 20 yards here for the Steelers. Oh, catch it. Oh, he caught it. That was the wildest play. Is that a catch? That's a catch. Oh my gosh, he bobbles it twice, 3 times, goes to another guy, he bobbles it. He's on the ground and catches it. Holy cow. Get up that field. All right, we're basically in field goal range. Another 10 yards would be nice, though. Okay, 2-minute warning. All right. I think we're going to get this parlay, baby. Let's go, Steelers. Dun, 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 dun. My my nephew's a huge Steelers fan. He would love to hear that. I might be going to a Steelers game here in November. Steelers Bills in Pittsburgh. It's right around Thanksgiving, though. That's the thing. It's hard. I wanted to get a bunch of people to go with me, but being right around Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure who's gonna want to do that. Other than Manny. Manny doesn't. Manny will come. We just get a little pick 6 for the Raiders? Raiders get a little pick 6 right here? He's asking for the review. Are they saying the ball hit the ground? See what happened here. Oh, he's saying it's a fumble. Might get a little review ski on this thing. Could have been a fumble 6. Maybe not. Looks like the refs ain't going for it. Raiders calling timeout just to see if they will review it. It is under 2 minutes, so they cannot throw a challenge flag. Crosby's like, that's BS. He wants that to be a fumble. Brown's got 19 seconds to try to get in field goal range. I like to see the Brownies win. I ain't got no skin on this game. And anyone who took the Bengals probably didn't cover. So they probably don't care either. But they have to go 99 yards, basically. Go, Flacco! If he had been able to locate that pass. All right, here we go. Aaron Rodgers. Let's see what you can do. Don't goof it up, Rodgers. No! Loss of 4. Third down. This is a big third down. They just lost 4 yards, basically out of field goal range now. Third and 11 now. We need to get at least 7 yards here. I mean, 5 for sure, but we need to get 7 if we can. Timeout, Rodgers. He wants a different look. You didn't like one high safety? Jets were showing one high safety. Rodgers like, nah. Because, he wants to go middle of the field there. When you want two safeties back in the middle of the field to open. One high safety, you're going to have to go to the outside of the field. He doesn't want to do that. They're going to play one high safety because they want him to go outside so they stop the clock. They can push him out of bounds or whatever. So I assume the Jets, if they're smart, they'll stick with one high safety. One high safety. They're going to try to make Rodgers to do a sideline pass here. This might be a good chance to run the ball, though. Rodgers goes outside. No flag. Austin can't believe it. There's definitely a pull on the jersey there. But it's probably a good no call there, unfortunately. So we have a really long kick. They probably should have tried to... I probably would have audible to a run there. 60-yard field goal for the win for the Steelers. Otherwise, they lose this game. It's up. It's good. It's good. Defense. 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 All right. They got a minute left, though. They got a minute left to get in the field goal range. Oh, man. Talk about sweating this parlay out right now. Everything else is looking good. The Raiders are going to win. Jags are going to cover 8.5. More than likely. They're up 17 right now. So we just need the Steelers to hold off for 1 minute to make some stops on defense. Seven lead changes in this Jets game. Okay, he's going to make him return it. Take a few seconds off the clock. Not bad. We just got to stop the return. All right. That took 6 seconds off the clock. but they did get a little further. So I don't know. Was it worth it? 6 seconds for 7 yards. Was it worth it? What a touchdown by the Falcons right there. What a touchdown by Penix. Jeez. That'll be on Sports Center tonight. Now the Jets only need about 20 yards. 20, 25 yards. Almost picked. Almost picked. Third and 3 for the Jets now. Right. Down to 30 seconds. Jets have 1 timeout. Steelers have 1 timeout. Get him. Oh, they sacked him. Are they going to say? They're not going to say intentional grounding. So it's 4th and 3. 25 seconds left. Okay. It's probably a good no call. It's amazing for him to get rid of that ball right there. All right, 4th and 3, 25 seconds. 12 on the play clock. All right, down to 5. He's got to hike it. This is going to be it right here. He's running up. He can get the first down. Oh! Oh! Oh, what an ending! He could have ran for the first down, threw the ball, the guy caught it, and the hit was so hard it dislodged the ball. We are going to hit this parlay. Bro, that is 5-on-5 crime right there. 5 destroyed 5. Oh. And Justin Fields could have ran for the first down. Just get the first. Why do these guys do that? Game on the line, just get the first down. You can easily run for it. I know you can make a bigger play, but just that. Oh my goodness. Steelers win. We are going to hit week 1 live, in-game live bet. Week 1, 1-0. 3-team live parlay, 1-0. I mean, we still got a little time left here. I don't see the Panthers coming back on this. And I don't see the Patriots coming back either. In fact, that's so we got 2 legs. We just need the Panthers to not come back. And we are looking good, bro. We are looking good for week 1. All right. We are at 3 hours and 10 minutes on this podcast. It has been long. For those of you that have listened, I appreciate you. I'm going to take a quick break. Then I'm going to decide if I want to wrap it up or finish through this Jaguars game. But, guys, it's looking like we are going to be 1-0 for our live betting. So, you come on here, you follow me. I am the king of live betting. And $50 would have won you 535 today. Right now I can cash out at 377. So I'm gonna let it ride. But give me a minute, I'm gonna come back. And maybe I tried to get Nita Bear to come, but she was rolling around in the grass. She was basking in the sun. She was having too much fun out there. So we'll see if Nita Bear will make an appearance here in a second. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. And yeah, we will continue. right. Look who we got to come back. Here we go. Let me show you. Come here. She is so aloof. I love it. Actually, I don't even need these on. I don't know why I keep putting those on. I don't have any guests right now. Except for this one. Nita Bear. Nita. So Nita and Bear. Because she looks like a little bear. Don't you, baby? Look at the camera. You're so cute. This is my little doggy. She loves to be pet. Oh, look how happy you are. Look how happy you are. Yeah. So Nita Bear, you're going to see her this year. She's going to be around. She's still a puppy. Not even 1 year old yet. Nope. Not even 1 year old yet. Okay, I'll put you down. She likes to be on the ground. She likes moving over there to some cold tile she gets to lay down on. Hi, baby. She's looking at me like, what was all that about? Okay. So we are back. It's been a great show, actually. To have 3 guys on at one time, that was a lot of fun. Again, it looks like this parlay is going to hit here. Okay. I will show you guys at the end so you guys will know that I did make this parlay here. And let's see what our cash outs. Is that? Oh no, who is that? That's the receiver. Okay, 1st and 10, Jacksonville. $388 they're offering me right now, but long Jacksonville holds on, I get $535. I think I like that better. Oh, he dropped it. That's the thing about Trevor Lawrence, man. That was Travis Hunter, but he's got to take some spin off that ball. He's got to take a little speed off that ball for Hunter right there. Oh, and he just threw it a little too far. I mean, Hunter should have caught that for sure. And he will in the future. But that wasn't fair to Hunter either. It wasn't a great ball. Oh, terrible ball. He didn't. Oh man, his mechanics. The thing about Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. I haven't followed Trevor Lawrence enough. I don't know if you guys know the answer to this, but does he see like a quarterback coach in the offseason or something? Like Josh Allen does all these things to correct his posture and the way he throws it and make sure he's still doing his mechanics and getting his body adjusted to have the best throws. Now that one was a good throw. He stepped in it perfect. See, that one, the mechanics were perfect for Trevor Lawrence, and he got the first down. But he could have had those other first downs earlier had he had better mechanics. This one, his mechanics were absolutely perfect on. But I don't know if he sees a guy or not. And I just feel like that's the one thing with Trevor Lawrence. If he could just get with the guy to really get his mechanics down. That was a great job by the defense, for the Panthers. Flag on the play though. But yeah, if he could just get a guy that that really worked with him on his technique. So it looks like they're doing in fact, I might just turn this switch this one here real quick. I don't need multi-view. There's not enough games. I don't think is the Cardinals still. Let's see what games are still on. I know the Falcons are still playing. Oh, we got Titans Broncos. Let's get that game on here. But they're talking about this big Packers Lions game. And looks like the Cardinals game might still be going. No? Guess not. Okay, Cardinals beat the Saints. I'm curious to see how Bo Nix does in year 2. I think he'll do better. I don't know that he's going to take that leap that I think people are thinking he's going to take. I don't know that the Broncos are going to take that leap. I thought I took this down. That okay. I don't know if the Broncos are going to take that leap that people think. So this first game with the Titans, they just false started or delay of gamed, which is even worse in my opinion. But yeah, I just don't know that the Broncos or Bo Nix is really going to take that leap that people think. Maybe next year or the year after, but they still need some improvements on that roster. Oh my goodness. Horrible pass by Trevor Lawrence through an interception. I mean, Trevor Lawrence's mechanics just I think that's the one thing I see with Trevor Lawrence is his mechanics. Like he needs I don't know, maybe he's doing this, but it doesn't seem like he's getting with a guy in the offseason for his mechanics. I mean, he had a chance at maybe a touchdown for Travis Hunter. Well, come to think about it, well, yeah, I mean, again, it should have been out further, but it wasn't that horrible of a ball. And it was a great catch. The guy just leaped a million miles in the air and then caught it one-handed, but still, the trajectory of the ball wasn't right. It's just his mechanics, pardon me. His mechanics just are not there. And yeah, that's the one thing about Trevor Lawrence. Got some allergies or something going on in here. It's definitely not the most professional podcast, but we'll work on it. But what really matters is the content. And you're not going to get this content anywhere else. You need a bear. Man, she is tired today. She's been having some late nights with me though, so she hasn't been getting her normal sleep. She's just passed out there on the cold floor. So. I think we end this here at the third quarter here. And yeah, we check this out. All right, 3-3 Broncos tie it up with the Titans. Be interested to see. Cam Ward says all the right things, but is his play there? That's what we have to wonder. They already got they already got Trevor Lawrence and and Travis Hunter ads. That's a pretty good ad. Third and 6 here for the Panthers. And they don't pick it up, of course. All right. So 4th down. If I was the coach, I'd just go for it. I mean, you just go for every 4th down the entire season. I mean, this offense needs 4 downs. And they are going for it. 4th and 5 at their 30-yard line going in. They could kick a field goal, but they go for it. And it's a pass to the end zone. One-handed, he caught it. Then he hit the ground and the ball bounced out. Turnover on downs. Jacksonville's ball. We are looking good for this parlay here. I'll just show you guys right now. See if we can show this here. All right, there's the end of the third. And here we go. This was the parlay. This was the parlay we gave out here today. You guys can go ahead and check that out. Let's see if I can get it zoomed on the camera right. Anyways, you can see the 2 green check marks. Camera doesn't seem to want to pick up this phone very well. But you can see the 2 green check marks. You can see Jaguars live. Anyways, let's see. Does this work better? Maybe that works better. You can zoom in at some point. But right now they're offering me a $431 cash out. Payout's $535 on $50. Y'all could have had this plus 970 for the 3-leg parlay. We had Raiders plus 90, Steelers minus 125. I'll post this on Instagram too so you guys can see. And I'm going to wrap up this podcast, man. It's been a good one. I'll try to make some clips and put it on Instagram and some other things. But thank you guys for for doing this. We're gonna build this up. We will turn this into a success. So super excited. 1-0. 1-0 on the live betting. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. That's it. Go ahead and go to the website if you want more picks. I do baseball picks. I do college football picks. Like I said last week, USC was the game. Gonna be riding them for probably a while, but we'll see. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, let's make some money. Let's have some fun doing it.